contest. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's out past the 35. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era. That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it over. 44 4-yard line. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Quick strike complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Quarterback will audible. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Unloads to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, North Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and
the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To throw, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fact. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking again to throw. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And the defense got it.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they dug themselves in even bigger.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for space. It's Price. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to run for it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass, it's Morris. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Slips a tackle. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He'll pull it down. He chucks one out to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown tie! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back to pass, it's Morris. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse, and the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
North Texas in the hurry up.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
He's going to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play.
He makes a grab, and the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, North Texas. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. But that's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practiced that all week, and it shows up big here late.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again, using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Open space at the 25. He's loose down the middle.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
After converting that 4th down on the ground, now let's see what they've got on 1st. And they take a knee to set up the kicker, and they'll try to knock through a field goal to win this one. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the field goal unit is on the field. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be for the win. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.